tomorrow.
Yes, I will. Let's see.
Mike and Bill, can you hear me?
I
Yes.
can.
Yes,
Okay.
we can hear you.
I'm having a problem with my camera, so thankfully you can hear me. I have patients coming in and out, so I'll be in and out of this. But so if there's questions for me and I don't answer, I apologize. It means I stepped out of the office.
So, okay. Get your opinion. I can measure it on mine. We'll just do a little bitty. I'm gonna consider that like, yeah, but 4 feet is the deepest. I'm gonna consider that like landscaping. I mean, it basically is. I think that's. Bill,
Yes.
I'm gonna consider the ponds like just decorative. I mean, it's kind of decorative and kind of just like landscaping, and I'm gonna say we don't need a plan for it.
Fantastic. I appreciate it.
And Brad was involved in that decision too, so.
Fantastic. Thank y'all.
It's city schools, so it's kind of, yeah.
Evidently, there's one over at Siegel also.
Okay. Bill, you don't have the capability to share.
Not the mental capacity, no.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go on without her. So I'm assuming you're wanting to submit this tomorrow, is that right, Bill?
That's correct.
You.
Hey, you all. This is Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. Can you share?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead, Valerie.
While we're waiting, I was just going to say, Bill, the only thing I see with this plan is that we will not allow the sewer service for this future building to be constructed with phase 1. Which is, I guess, to the left side of the page.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Blake Smith was wanting to extend all the utilities to that and have it pad ready. But I guess they can extend the sewer service later, right?
Yes, we won't want that sewer service sitting there until a future building is built. Yeah.
Okay.
Needs to be built with phase 2. If they're not going ahead and paving anything, I feel like that it needs to be constructed at a later date.
Yeah, they're not paving that part.
And I assume there's no tenants yet for this building.
For the building we are building?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jack is putting his dental practice in there, and there may be another.
Jack's putting a medical facility, and Jamie Lee's putting a dentist. About 11,000 to 12,000 feet right off the get-go is planned, being laid out.
Okay. All right. I think that'll be fine. You just submit it to us as normal, Bill.
All right, we'll do it. Thank you.
Thank y'all. If you don't have anything else, I'm gonna jump off here.
All good. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Oh. Oh, I was just trying to glance at the server. Chris, do you have anything you want to talk about while I try and pull up plans?
Sure, just real quick, Bill, do you care if I share my screen real quick, Katie?
Go right ahead.
Bill, I just wanted to show you I didn't see the existing electric on the plan, so I just wanted to kind of point that out where it is.
Well, we're showing it along Veterans.
The existing underground electric in the property.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know where that is.
So it's right in the way of the future building. So
Okay.
when we get to the design stage, we'll just need to look at that.
All right.
What I'll do is I'll send you a screenshot of my screen here, just for y'all's reference.
That'd be great. I appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. I already pulled this up. Okay, so I'm pulling up the site plan, which I have, so Valerie's already discussed, she doesn't have any issues, and Chris has shared his. And so now I have the site plan brought up. So, let's see. So, one thing I'd like to see, Bill, if you can do, is show the layout of the existing parking and how that works together.
Okay.
And which building are you wanting to build now? Is it this one?
Yes.
And then this one for later?
Yes.
Okay. Because one thing I'd like you to try to plan for is, if possible, to see if you can make this a connection.
That's a trash enclosure.
Yeah.
We'll look at it. I think that would go into somebody else's parking spaces, so I'm not sure that's possible.
Is there a way to reach out to them? I don't know, they're,
We can try. I'm afraid it's an association.
Because you're giving them another access here, I think.
Yes.
So I would like to see a connection there where you don't have to just. But I don't really know what's going on these parking stalls here to see how that could work together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not really asking for approval of the parking lot per se there, so.
that's future.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put it this way. If you could please work on that before you decide to bring us that building.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I'm not a fan of this location of the drive, but I don't know a better place to put it, so where it is fine.
Right, thank you.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
I have an aerial shot of that parking lot if you want me to share screen.
I think. I probably have one too, I think.
But you're right, there are parking spots there that would eat up from them. Oh, there you go.
I don't know what their parking calcs were. It looks like right now it has the same ownership. Or did. Jack, are you the owner or are you under contract?
Yeah, we're under contract for the empty lot space. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute still. Yes, we're under contract for the empty lot space.
Okay,
We're supposed to close late this week or next.
the whole remainder or just a portion of it?
The whole remainder.
Okay.
And like Bill said, we're trying to get that other section on your screen, that left side section, the 1 acre, we're trying to get that, build ready.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Move some faces. Oh, that's it. It is. This is RM16. That is commercial highway.
Driveway and some CH.
This is Office Street. And that looks already
Here, planning to take all of that out.
Oh, okay.
For purposes, since the future phase is in the future, can you fade that back or shade it back so that it's clear that it's not part of this site plan?
It's faded back some, but we can fade it back some more.
That would be helpful, thank you.
It's definitely hard for us to tell this far away from it, but
Yeah, when I saw it on my computer screen, I glanced all over. Well, you covered all the stuff I had since you talked about access.
Yeah.
I didn't really have anything else to share. I think, I don't know if you guys covered it, the trash enclosure for this parcel that will be coming in, backing out with the truck. Did you guys have a chance to talk about relocating it?
which one?
The one for the first phase.
No, we haven't talked about that. And I have a question on this.
So is it possible to relocate that trash enclosure, Bill?
Yeah, I mean, we can probably locate it to the west about 80 feet or 100 feet or whatever. So it's more of a straight shot and not having to make a turn to back out.
All right.
What are you doing, sweetie? I don't know. I don't know what trash enclosure you're talking about.
Go back to the site.
That's what I was trying. I thought we were sharing this like at one point down, but we weren't. This one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Kay said she also wanted to, maybe have some concerns about those parking spaces.
Well,
I thought maybe if it's egress only, there's no ingress in that driveway might help.
are you planning on constructing this part of this drive now? What part of this were you not building?
We're not building any of it other than
Okay, so this will be the only access for this.
correct.
Do we want that part of the drive without the parking right now? Give it a second access or? Oh, yeah. I think Bill would like to see just the drive connected here, where my hand is, not necessarily the parking, but just the asphalt drive to get back so that you kind of have a secondary access.
Okay.
I guess actually, you do here. Yeah, you can go there. Actually, you don't, that's fine. Never mind, I'm sorry. I changed my mind. Because you can come through. Get back to there. There's multiple ways. That's why everyone's in one.
So what happens with the dead end drive aisle along the street frontage? Somebody goes down there, how do they turn around to get back out?
This?
No.
Oh, right.
Okay, Kate.
I know, right. Brain is not functioning.
Probably need
Oh.
to hash out the 2 spaces on the ends so somebody can pull in there and turn around.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, rather you have drive here and not one there. Bill, I think I'd rather you put a drive here on this side if you could shift the building and lose this one. Is that possible?
No,
No, because they'd be going into the building then.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think. Oh, maybe not.
You could lose these parking spaces.
Yeah.
Looking at the landscaping, you've got pretty much everything is conceptually in the right place. That entrance, there's a manhole in that island. So I don't think it's going to be plantable. And you may want to consult with Valerie. It looks like you've got both a water line and a sewer line across the front. And I believe they require 10 feet of separation off of the line for any tree plantings. So you may have to widen that front yard or come up with something creative to get your frontage yard in there. Since this is a phased development, we do need to see the landscaping for phase 2 as well. With the perimeter, what little bit of perimeter there is going in with phase 1, just like we did with the development down the street where Aldi's is located.
that just on the north and west side.
Yes, there's not really anything on the interior, if I remember. Looks like the majority of it's actually with this first phase. So just the north and the west side. And let's see. And I'm sure you know this, but we'll need some type of irrigation coverage plan with the submittal that just shows what areas will be irrigated. And we'll worry about the detailed design prior to permit.
Uh,
Come in. I'm on mute.
Okay. I was just gonna set it up. They start yet?
Yeah, we'll step out there because
Oh,
of
the
the
camera's
audio.
Do you have anything else?
I don't think so. Looks like you have a pond for your stormwater, capturing everything and draining it to the back here.
correct.
You have at least 12 feet of flat plantable area along the back of that stormwater pond.
I think we have 10.
There's a way to flatten that off to where you got at least 12. That would be helpful.
No, the elevations are attached, so, or a door, I think all I have was the form and the site plan, so it's attached, right? But I threw in.
I can take up elevation comments with you guys separately. I don't think they're attached to this one unless, are you able to share elevations from one of your computers?
I can if nobody else has it. Can everyone see that?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Have I sent you guys comments on this one yet?
No.
Okay. It's hard to tell from the base with the brick color change, but you need to provide a base along the back of the building. It kind of like, doesn't look like a base. It kind of like varies up and down. I'm not sure why it increases in those middle sections, or maybe that was just a coloring error.
No, we're trying to give some architectural interest to it.
The voids with the brickwork will be fine if you have a different color and brick pattern, you know, like a herringbone or, you know, one of the alternative colors. So those we can count as voids, but you do need to provide a base that actually looks and appears to be as a base of the building. The base below the windows that are not doors needs to be, it's 2 feet.
Out of curiosity, what is the rationale on that?
I don't know, I wasn't here when the design guidelines went through. It was a collaborative subcommittee with an architect and folks from the city, administration, planning commission, and that was a requirement. I'm not sure, Mike, if you've got our design guidelines, but they would apply here.
I do have them.
It's the one with the spaceship on the front of it, right?
Yeah. And then the metal canopies, we've got a couple of different variations along the front. Yeah, I'm kind of neutral about that. I don't think it looks great, but I don't think it looks awful. I guess it's up to you. I think it might look better if they were the same.
Well, we're deliberately trying to highlight the far left up here is the dentist office. This is Jack's doctor's office. And these others are more retail in nature.
Okay.
And so we
That's
kind of
what you
wanted
do.
to play with that.
Okay. And how much, I don't know if the word is revealed, but how much is the difference between those panels? It looks like, does it step out a couple feet?
3 feet.
3 feet, okay.
They project out 3 feet.
All right.
Next bit. This one here, because of the way it steps back a little bit, it's about 6 feet at this point.
Okay. Can I see your sides real quick? Will you have some awnings similar to what you have on the back or the front along these sides?
This one is in that northeast corner. This is the waiting room for the dentist's office. That front canopy just kind of turns and wraps the corner.
Mm-hmm.
We saved the canopies for entranceways. Nothing on these two sides are entrances, so we didn't use the canopies. And then what we have here is
Extra windows.
dentist chairs. And we're using vision glass below and spandrel glass above. And then this is Dr. Lee's office here. And then this side faces west. We have a conference room here. These are exam rooms, and then a couple doctor's offices here. And then this is the end of that retail wing.
Michael, I had a hard time reading some of the stuff on the elevation, so I think the S and the V, you need to call that out somewhere, you know, what they stand for. The materials and colors either need to correspond to a material board that you have a PDF of, like those bricks that you had, or call it out on the elevations with arrows themselves. It was very hard to figure out which was going where.
Okay.
I'm probably stepping where I shouldn't step here, but the design guidelines say the body has to be a minimum of 50% of the building. So doesn't that mean he can make his base vary like he's showing?
There's another section that says the base has to be 24 inches minimum.
Minimum, yes. But he can vary it and show some of it 7 feet 2 inches, right?
I'm an architect. I mean, I've never seen it vary. Do you have an example of a building where you've done that with, Michael? So I can see what it looks like.
Can't think of one offhand, but I could probably dig up some pictures.
All right. Yeah, if you can send that to me, I'll consider it and take a look at it. That was all I had. Thanks for answering the questions. Did you guys have any other questions yourselves? Oh, formal open space and open space calcs, if you can provide that information. I don't know if you have an open space plan sheet or not, Bill, yet.
We're showing some of it on the landscaping plan, but we'll do a separate open space sheet.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, that was it.
All right. Thank you all very much.
Make the changes. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.
You too.